Well, hello my friends, it is I, Sir James Insane, and today is the start of my new gaming news series titled Sir James Talks Games. Don't hold me to it, it's a temp title, and but this series is 3 weeks in the making, and I'm late, but I'm gonna go ahead and cover the news anyways. I have 2 old pieces of news, and the rest are fairly new, but all of this info is pretty important to me, and it's gaming related. So, I have a few things to say about them, so let's get right into it. Our first story is about the somewhat recent, well, not so recent, Call of Duty World War II trailer and live stream. In that stream, we got to know a little about what to expect. Campaign is supposed to be a personal take on World War II with characters that we are supposed to get to know throughout the story. It's supposed to be dark, gritty, and very real. And one of the developers also mentioned a moment in the game where you run into a platoon of African American soldiers, and we'd experience how they'd get treated throughout that time period. And going on to say that they weren't pulling any punches this time, which all of which is pretty excited to hear, because Call of Duty campaigns usually don't stray off too far, and if they do, it's more of a psychological event as seen throughout the Black Ops series, and the rest is more action-packed war movie. Not to say that they're all that way, but both have been done quite a bit. So it's good to see something darker and a little different for a change. And then what every Call of Duty fan was waiting for, they got a little bit into the multiplayer information, including a look into what is pretty much a social space in Call of Duty, for the first time ever in a Call of Duty game. And this excited me and so many fans so much, and it still does. We've had this in Destiny, and it's such a fun way to meet people and hang out and even pick people up to have a full party. It's good stuff and will help something with such a large community as Call of Duty move forward. And of course, they confirmed boots on the ground, which was pretty much obvious. They went on to mention a couple other things, but I think the one thing that excited a lot of fans, including myself, is the image they put up revealing a zombie looking grotesque and very, very dead. It was such a small tease, but says quite a bit, which is something I didn't realize myself. A Call of Duty zombie channel by the name of Play the Game Incorporated had a video showing off their final details, such as the stitches on the zombie's face, showing a more Frankenstein take on them. Also, no glowing eyes, hopefully. But that's all they could really say, but then again, there isn't much to work with. But there was just enough to get us all pretty excited. Now, in more recent news, Treyarch has announced the highly questionable, the highly controversial, highly clickbaitable DLC5, or as it's titled, Zombie Chronicles. Zombie Chronicles is the DLC that every Zombies fan has been waiting for. 8 remastered classic zombie maps including Nacht der Untoten, Verrückt, Shinonuma, Kino der Toten, Ascension, Shangri-La, Moon, and Origins. These are maps from Call of Duty World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2, remastered and looking as beautiful as ever, ready to give us the biggest nostalgia trip in the history of Call of Duty Zombies, for just the price of $30. And the price is something that a lot of people have been bothered by, including fans of the series. And though I myself feel the price is alright, I can see why people would feel that way. You have maps that most of us currently still have on our older consoles, or if you have them on PC, they're literally just a click away. Not to mention 3 of those maps you have already paid for before, and 2 of them you would be buying for the 3rd time. Nacht der Untoten, Verrückt, Shinonuma, and Doris, aka the Giant, were included in the final DLC Resurrection for Black Ops 1. Though Nacht der Untoten was the original map included in-game in World at War, making Verrückt, Shinonuma, and the Giant maps we have bought 3 times. Though the Giant was a bonus that came with the Season Pass, you still had to spend to get it. So pretty much every map here you have bought at least once, with the exception of Kino der Toten, which was the default map in Black Ops 1. But if you've kept up with the backstory of Treyarch's zombies, you'd likely played them all before. A lot. So why are we being charged $30? Well, map packs normally cost $15, and 2 of them would equal the amount of this 5th DLC. That's true, but usually every map pack comes with maps we've never experienced before, unless of course there's a remastered multiplayer map. But it's usually completely redesigned, so it's still sort of new. Another thing I've heard is, why do Season Pass holders have to pay? And well, it's explained that the Season Pass is only good for 4 DLCs during that Call of Duty DLC season, which is the day that Call of Duty game launches up until the next one launches. This DLC isn't within Black Ops 3 season, and I don't think it was planned to release at all, though I could be wrong. So those are some of the concerns being voiced by the community, and it got me thinking, and I think I know a better way Treyarch or Activision could have went about this. There's 2 ways I thought of. 1. Season Pass holders get the DLC at a discount, $25 or $20 is all they would have to pay for 8 remastered fan favorites. Well, my original idea was $20. And 2, the DLC could have just been, so far in 2017, if you are a hardcore Call of Duty fan and have all the Call of Duties, you probably have just bought 3 DLCs since the beginning of 2017. That's the 2 DLCs for Infinite Warfare, and the 1 DLC for MWR or Modern Warfare Remastered. And now, that's not counting the upcoming Zombie Chronicles, which comes out within about 2 days, and also the future DLCs that are most likely be coming out for Infinite Warfare and maybe even MWR. So I don't really think a $20 price tag would have hurt. But with Zombie Chronicles coming out in just a few short days, I highly doubt that there's anything we could do about the price. But that's all I have to say about Zombie Chronicles. I get why the price is what it is, but I also get why some people are upset. I for one will be buying this and am excited to be playing these maps again. In other news, Agents of Mayhem, the wacky looking game from the same creators of Saints Row, just got an epic new trailer. This trailer shows off the 3 playable characters and their unique abilities, along with a look at the combat in this game. I have to say, it looks just like a Saints Row game, which isn't bad, and from what I've heard, they take place within the same universe, which is exciting because I'm honestly still waiting for Saints Row 5. I love the comedy and customization in these games. Though it seems that our characters are already set up for us in Agents of Mayhem, I do think there will be a good amount of customization, especially because these people worked on Saints Row 4, come on. So I have complete confidence that this game will be good and it'll be fun, it'll make us laugh and keep us entertained for hours to come. Just as Saints Row did. Hopefully. In other news, a new game trailer has been uploaded onto the internet to both excite and terrify gamers. The game is titled Ad Infinitum and is a horror game based in World War I. And for what I've seen and heard, this game looks like it'll be a fantastic addition to the horror genre. The game takes place during what I assume is an alternate take on World War I, where you're being hunted by terrifying creatures, and you have to use stealth to your advantage to keep away from them. And there are puzzles that you have to solve as you go through this whole enormous horror-ridden battlefield. It looks intense, and the trailer is proof of that. This game looks so good on the Unreal Engine, and I cannot wait for more info on this game. I can't wait to play it! And our final news story, we have some leaked images for none other than what appears to be a new Assassin's Creed game. Titled Assassin's Creed Origins, the screenshots reveal an Egyptian setting as well as the return of boats, just like in Assassin's Creed 4. It's also said that this Assassin's Creed will be 3 times larger than Assassin's Creed 4, and is their most ambitious Assassin's Creed to date. But as of right now, there's only rumors, tons of them. One of them being that this game will take you to different periods in time and different locations. Most of which we would have to see to believe, honestly. But I do think the images on screen are most likely real, and that Assassin's Creed Origins is the next Assassin's Creed game. But I hope that this game can pull Assassin's Creed out of the hole it's been in for the last couple years and be good again, and even become great. Ubisoft, you can do this. Make us proud. Anyways, that's all the gaming news we have for today. Next time, everything will be on time, I promise. And I hope you all enjoyed my thoughts on all of the upcoming games and DLCs. This series is a lot of fun, and it's going to become a regular thing on my channel, so I hope you stick around. Leave a like if you like, subscribe for more, and until next time, stay sane. And before I go, I wanted to say thank you to my good friend Jack Attack. He is the one who made this awesome outro image of me looking more beautiful than I do in real life, and his channel will be listed in the description and on the screen, so definitely check him out, along with all the different channels and whatnot that I got all my info from. It will definitely be in the description as well, along with the music I use in the background if you want to know. Thank you for watching again, and stay sane.